From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. The federal election campaign is entering its second week and could again be sidetracked by fresh tariffs from U.S. President Donald Trump. The second week is also kicking off as Conservatives deal with a series of critiques from within their own camp about leader Pierre Poilievre's messaging and the loss of their year-long lead in the polls. Conservative strategist Amanda Galbraith says public criticism and campaign leaks only serve to demoralize people running an otherwise well-disciplined campaign.
Conservatives getting angry or irritated when a campaign is not shaping up the way they see it. To me, in day 5 in the campaign, coming out and making these pronouncements is not helpful. It's not necessary.
All federal parties are watching for Wednesday when Trump has suggested a series of large tariffs would be applied to various sectors on imports from numerous countries. Manitoba Hydro says it needs billions of dollars to address aging infrastructure and expand the province's electrical grid capacity. The Crown Corporation is applying to the Public Utilities Board to raise electricity rates by 3.5% in each of the next 3 years. This request follows a rate freeze this year, which was part of a promise by the NDP government to keep rates affordable. Hudson's Bay's restructuring agreement was rejected by an Ontario judge last evening. The move increases the likelihood that lenders may seek to push the company into receivership. In his written decision, the judge ruled that the proposed plan was neither necessary nor appropriate. The agreement would have given the company's creditors increased power over the retailer's senior secured lenders. Now turning our eyes stateside, the U.S. border towns of El Paso, Texas, and Sunland, New Mexico are going to see some strikers patrolling their highways soon. The 8-wheeled armored vehicles are being deployed to the southern border as part of U.S. President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown and illegal border crossings. Border Patrol spokesman Orlando Marrero says the vehicles are a perfect deterrent.
With this DOD equipment and personnel, it's a force multiplier for us here in the El Paso sector, helping us detect, track, and apprehend individuals that make illegal entry into the United States.
The Trump administration has also instituted a broad ban on asylum for migrants encountered at its southern border. And finally, children's singer Raffi says he's planning a song about democracy for young listeners. The Baby Beluga creator says the idea came to him about a week ago, and since then, he's been working away on the lyrics.
ABC democracy. It's really important that kids know what that word is from a young age. Really important, so I think I'm up to the task.
Raffi accepted a Children's Album of the Year win for Penny Penguin. That's a record he recorded with the Good Lovelies. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, it was a busy night in the NHL. The Toronto Maple Leafs came from behind to defeat the Los Angeles Kings 3-1, thanks to a 2-goal performance from John Tavares. Meanwhile, the Ottawa Senators edged the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2 as those two squads continue to battle for a playoff spot. And the Edmonton Oilers needed overtime to get a 3-2 win from the Calgary Flames. Elsewhere, the Red Wings beat the Bruins, the Golden Knights defeated the Preds, New Jersey got by Minnesota, the Blues topped the Avalanche, Tampa sank the Islanders, and the Flyers trampled the Sabres. Now, in MLS action, Dante Sealy scored in the 51st minute to help CF Montreal nab a 1-1 draw against the surging Chicago Fire. That was Sealy's first goal in a Montreal uniform. And Toronto FC and the Vancouver Whitecaps played to a 0-0 draw. Finally, in the MLB, the Baltimore Orioles beat the Toronto Blue Jays 9-5. Also, the New York Yankees pounded the Milwaukee Brewers 20-7. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.